It doesn't actually seem like 2 minutes since I was last sat here introducing you to the Czech Beads Exclusive monthly subscription box. Where are these months going? Every single month seems to fly past way too quickly for me. Hello and welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sam and I do silly little videos with beads and wire and lots of other fun things. And I get sent one of these boxes every month by the beautiful people at Kraftika, Czech Beads Exclusive, their monthly subscription box. So let's have a look at December's. Wow, the new beginning, it's called, this one. So this is December's box. Right, so let's have a look at the box today, shall we? Let's dive straight in. Now then, oh, gift. Okay, so this is festive polymer clay sticks for crafts and jewellery making. I used to make polymer clay jewellery a long time ago, and the amount of work and effort that goes into making them by hand is, you know, really work intensive. So they're cute. So we've got something that resembles an orange slice, mandarin slice, a citrus slice, and then we have some spirals. Yay for spirals. If you're with me long enough, you know that I love a spiral. So that's cute, isn't it? So you could, I don't know, you could use those for all sorts of things. You could slice them and put holes in for beads, that kind of thing. Cute. So that's a free gift this time. Cute. Right, so I'll just pop those there. What else do we have here? I'm just going to get my little triangular tray and keep this on hand. So let's have a look what we have here. So these look like 8mm to me. And these are, I think, Smoky quartz crystal round Czech glass beads in 8mm. They're very pretty. Smoky, a pale smoky quartz. I like a greyish tan colour. The camera might not pick these up actually, the proper colours, but take it from me that they're extremely pretty. Very pretty beads. So that's our first item. Let's pop these back in the bag so that they don't fly everywhere. Now don't forget that if you see something that you like in the subscription boxes, you can go onto the www.kraftika.shop website, pop in the product code, and most of the time you'll be able to find these beads, and if you like them, obviously you can buy some more. Also don't forget that quite often the subscription boxes come with subscription box exclusives, so you might not be able to, but have a look on the website. Beautiful items. And what else do we have? Okay, so set of antique silver positive message charms. Now this box is called the new beginning, so I think what Kraftika are aiming for here is you know, January's on its way. A lot of people, you know, like to think that it's new life and new beginnings, that kind of thing. So these are sweet. Okay, so we've got I will never give up. That's, you know, I live by this. Find joy in the journey. That's nice. And this one just simply says be. I like those a lot, particularly this one. I never give up, because if I did, you know, everything would crumble. I am probably the backbone in my little family lot here. So what else do we have here? So this is a natural beige silver cotton lined flat cord for making bracelets. Let's have a look at that. Actually, that's really pretty. That would be really nice for a gentleman, actually, or, you know, a teenager. There's lots of teens that like these corded bracelets. You know, you don't have to be a teen, obviously, but that's nice. And they give you more than enough to make a decent sized bracelet there, so that's quite nice. Now these boxes cost $26.99 a month, and you get well over, I think it's $120 worth of beads. And don't forget that these are heritage, UNESCO heritage beads. They are all glass, all beautiful, and, you know, beautifully made. Right, so we have emerald green crystal round Czech glass beads. They're in an 8mm as well. They're very nice. Look at those. Beautiful colour. The sun's coming here a little bit, so I'm hoping it's not bleaching out the colours of these. Gorgeous. And very much an emerald green, actually. Some emerald greens that you get are not emerald green. They're like a different kind, but they are actually emerald green. Very, very pretty. So if you're looking for some emerald green beads, wonderful. So I think that Kraftika sit down around a table, probably months in advance actually, and curate, you know, what's going to come in the boxes. And they like to include all sorts of lovely things. Look at these. These are 6mm by the looks of this. And I think they're amber yellow crystal round Czech glass beads. Again, a beautiful colour. They've got like almost a sparkle to them. I'm not sure if the camera will pick that up, but they're very, very pretty too. And most of the curated boxes, in fact, probably all of them, are curated so that everything is cohesive. So, you know, if you wanted to make, you know, something specific, you could use the whole box. What do we have here? Okay, so these are opaque black druks. So these are pressed glass round beads, and they're just gorgeous. I love druk beads. They're really, really good quality. Beautiful dark, they look like obsidian or like, what's the other black? Onyx, perhaps. They are glass, obviously, but, you know, beautiful, beautiful. As always. Let's just pop these back in the bag. I love getting this box every month. It's a little gift. And when I used to buy it myself before they were gifted, I used to look forward to gifting myself something very pretty once a month. You know, if you don't have any other vices apart from bead stashing and hoarding, then why not? Look at these. Oh, they're pretty. Let's have a look what these are. I mean, I know what they are, but let's have a look. Here we are. So gold, silver lined, preciosa Czech glass bugle long tube beads. They're gorgeous too. Gosh, I can think of lots of things to make with these. Look, and you get a really decent amount as well. Beautiful. Look how those glint in the light. I can see where they're going with this box, New Beginnings. I think they are introducing you to various different shapes and sizes of beads, just to get the old creative flow going, yeah? So I think that, you know, they're sort of offering you different types of beads, you know? Different shapes, different looks. Oh, they're pretty. Gosh, they are pretty. What are those? Striped agate Picasso round Czech glass beads in 6mm. Look how pretty they are. They absolutely resemble striped agate as well. Glass beads. Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that noise in the background. If you can hear it, it would appear that as soon as I start filming, there's some neighbours that like to do some work. And it's Sunday morning. What's going on Sunday morning? So we have here some, let's have a look. Gold plated charm mix for a joyful new year. That's nice. So there is a ballerina for, oops, that's a jump ring. There is a ballerina for joy. Oh, she's cute. Little ballerina. And then we have here a bicycle for energy. Oh, I love this. A bicycle for energy. And then we have a palm tree for calm. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Look at that. An Eiffel Tower for adventure. Gorgeous. And a handmade heart for creativity. That is so cute. Look, so, you know, I think that's a really, really sweet collection of things, actually, with some jump rings to get you started. So if you wanted to make a chain, charm bracelet with all these beautiful charms on, then you can do. And it just gives you a little bit of information here about what each of the charms are. So I thought it was a really, really cute idea. I really like that little idea. So nice one. A ready-made, it's like a ready-made inspirational charm bracelet for you there. That's really cute. So I'll just pop those back in there. Lovely. And then we'll see what else we have. All right, so here we have, what's this? Oh, it's a tray. It's like It is a antique silver round pendant, large 20mm cabochon metal tray. Okay, so as I thought, this box is geared towards introducing you to different things. That's really sweet. And I expect, yep, there it is. I expected them to put a cab in there as well, which is a transparent round Czech glass cabochon, which is 20 by 7mm. And here on the information they've put extra domed for a better lens effect. That's really cute, isn't it? So that should fit in there, and it does. So look, isn't that lovely? So you could put maybe a picture of a loved one or a cat or a dog. I'd put my dog Glory in there, pop that over the top and seal it with resin or something like that, and it would give you a bit of a magnified effect. So again, introducing you to a couple of different things to do in your jewellery, which is brilliant, isn't it? So pop these up here. Well done, Kraftika. I really like the fact that you're introducing different things in jewellery. Oh, these are cute. So these are little tiny bows, little gold filigree style bows. How cute are those? Look at those. They're very, very cute. Let's have a look. No. Oh, here we are. Gold plated tiny bow knot connectors. These are 4.5 by 6mm. They're very cute. And even if you just suspended those on the bottom of a little pair of earrings, cute, cute, cute. So there's all sorts in this box, introducing you to the very wide and varied world of jewellery making. Now this one I'm not going to take out because I think this is the dried flower packet. Yes, it is. Now these dried flowers you can use for resin. You can use for resin work. There we go. So it's like a dried flower that you can use probably with this little tray here, which is possibly what they were going for. So if you wanted to start with resin work or anything like that, then that's a very, very pretty little dried flower. So I'm just going to very carefully pop that back in the bag. That's lovely too. Yeah, introducing you to all sorts of things here. Antique silver plated rectangle crimp end cord caps, 16. Now this I would use with the cord to make your bracelet. Excellent addition. So there's all sorts going on in this bag. We've got some little gold bead caps here. They're cute. Don't need to take those out because we know what bead caps look like. Right, we've got some more beads here. Now then, these are crystal yellow AB faceted rondelle glass beads. Oh gosh, look at those. Sunshine in a bag. Look at that. Oh gosh, they're pretty. The thing about Czech glass is they're extremely good quality, so that when you get these, you're not going to get any that are, well, you shouldn't get any that are dull. The faceting is beautiful and absolutely top notch. These are 4mm. Gorgeous little beads, and I love the sunshiny yellow of those. I'm not usually a yellow fan, but they're extremely pretty. Look at those. Pretty, pretty. And more beads. What do we have here? Oops. Let's get these ones out. Come on. There we go. Oh, okay. So these are striped agate Picasso round Czech glass beads in an 8mm. So you remember these ones? We had 6mm. Now we have 8mm. These are really fun. Look at those. How pretty are those? And they do resemble striped agate in actual fact, but they're really, really unusual. And I like anything that's a little bit different, don't you? They're really, really cute. Like those a lot. And you get a decent amount as well. You know, there's nothing stingy going on for your money. My personal opinion, I think it's a really good value box to get through your post. Okay, so we have more yellow beads here. So these are crystal green gold patina round Czech glass beads in 6mm. Again, a beautiful yellowy greeny colour. Absolutely gorgeous those are. Pretty. And I can see joy and happiness and fun in this box. You know, some beautiful colours. And something to tempt most palettes if you're, you know, if you do cord work, or if you do resin, or if you do polymer clay, if you do you know, bead weaving. There's a little bit of something for everybody in this box, which is I think what they're going for. Right, so we have a table cut window check glass bead, peace sign coin pendants, and it says in brackets, for peace of mind. Yes. So look at that. Make yourself a little pendant, a pair of earrings, and look upon the new year with peace on your mind. I think that's a really sweet thing to do. Look at those. Gorgeous. Okay, so top to bottom rather than side to side. Gorgeous little beads. I'm going to be making myself a simple pair of earrings out of these, and I will remind myself to think peaceful thoughts for the rest of the year, if I can, in this crazy world that we live in. Okay, so let's have a look. Pellet glass beads. These are again Preciosa. These are really interesting beads actually, because I think, if I remember rightly, they do fit together, sort of, you know, because they're sort of squinched in the middle. They do fit together and make sort of, you can put them side by side, and they're really sweet, those with gold tips on the end. They're nice, and again, a slightly different shape. Not your usual rounds, things like that. So that's good. What else have we got going on here? Oh, these are cute. Little cotton tassels with jump rings. So again, something a little bit different. You can use these to pop on your, if you're going to make a little charm bracelet with these little charms, you could add a tassel or two. Pretty. And always handy to have in your stash, because you never know when you might need a little tassel. Very cute. And then still we keep going. Nearly there now, but we're still keeping on going. Festive style teardrop check glass beads, 9mm by 6mm. What colour are these? Well, they're kind of like a greyish clear, almost like a smoky quartz, but with a gold wash over the top. Sorry, I keep coming out of focus, out of my camera range, don't I? Because I'm so excited to look at these beads. Oh dear. Cute. I like those a lot. Yeah. How many do you get? 10. That's not bad at all. So enough to make a pair of earrings if you wanted to make them into like flowers, you know, thread some wire or some thread in between and pull them together like a flower. What do we have here? Ooh, let's have a look. So we have crystal green AB faceted rondelle glass beads in 4mm. Look at those. Oh, I love a bit of sparkle. Sparkle. And how joyful, again, for the new year to have a bit of sparkle and a bit of fun in your jewellery making. They're gorgeous, just as much as the yellow ones. Nice citrusy colours, you know, something really fresh and fun. I like those a lot too. You're getting all of this, you know, for less than $27. I mean, you can't grumble. And again, something else to whet the appetite if you are, you know, new to jewellery making. Look at that, that's gorgeous. What is, that's a matte frame for matte gold rectangle setting for polymer clay and resin, 22 by 34mm. Again, like the rest of this box here, something to whet your appetite if you are discovering jewellery making as a hobby. You know, get some resin, set your little flower in there. You know, it's one of those lovely boxes where it gives you the opportunity to discover what you like. I love this box. Well done again, Kraftika. Okay, so the last bag I have here is, now these are pink agate Picasso, white round Czech glass beads. Oh, they are really pretty. Yeah, they look like grey agate, pink grey agate, don't they? They're gorgeous. And again, beautiful beads all the way from the Czech Republic. Love this box, Kraftika. Well done, as always. And congratulations for curating a box that introduces people to all sorts of different forms of jewellery making. I think that's a really inspired idea. So if you would like to take part in the subscription box, I will leave all the information of how to do that in the description box below, all the links that you need, and the link to the Kraftika website, where I know that they have a multitude of beauties on there. So, you know, as far as this box is concerned, have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas and a happy, happy New Year. And this box, I'm sure we'll be back for our January unboxing towards the end of December, I guess. But I'll see you soon in my next video, where we may be doing something else spirally. I'll speak to you soon, guys. Bye.